Libra, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 27th. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Thanks to all of you who have been engaging with the videos, liking, subscribing to the channel. Your engagement is what's keeping the channel going, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. At the heart of your reading today, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is you with your keen powers of perception, witnessing what's going on in your environment and seeing the deeper truth, probably that other people aren't as attuned as you are and can't see. I have an instinct that you may be meeting opposition in your interpretation of recent events in your life. You may be telling other people, hey, this is what I think is happening, and they just don't see what you see, so they are thinking like, oh, you know what, I think you're off base, or you're reading too much into it. Show me the challenge. Justice in reverse. So yeah, something is unfair, uneven, unevenly distributed, I'm getting. It may be that it's exactly evenly distributed, but it's inequitable because of other factors. Your focus is on the King of Wands in reverse paired with the Ace of Pentacles. So King of Wands in reverse is someone who is in charge, but behaving quite selfishly. They may have anger management issues. They may be power hungry. When you pair that with the Ace of Pentacles, depends on whether or not this offer is being made to a group and this person is claiming all of the Ace of Pentacles for themselves, hoarding all of the opportunities, or insisting that it's rightfully theirs and no one else should lay claim to it. Or if the offer is coming from this person, then it would be more manipulative, like strings attached. A very inequitable offer. If I give you this, then you're on the hook to do X, Y, and Z in return. And it may look good on paper, but you can see that it's actually like a big trap. Yeah, I'm thinking the latter interpretation is right, because the Ace of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, as I glance at it, is like Spirit's little way of telling me, that's the one, Shannon. That's the right one. But you apply all of this however you see fit. You know, sometimes I watch tarot readings by readers I really, really respect, and they'll go with one interpretation, but I'll see other meanings in the cards and I'll be like, this reading is totally for me, but it's just not like the interpretation that they're giving. And that's all I needed to get from Spirit in watching. So it doesn't bother me if my interpretation doesn't fit you. If you get something from the reading, that's my intention. In the recent past, we have Tower energy. So major shakeup, something sudden and unexpected. I'm going to pull a couple of clarifiers to see what this was all about. Tell me more about this sudden shakeup. Page of Swords. So a question, an inquiry, seeking information. Give me one more. Really? You don't want to give, Spirit doesn't want to give any more information. Okay, oh. Look what we have here. Justice in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Two of the cards that we've already had come out in the reading. So Spirit's like, listen guys, this is enough information for you to go on. Okay, so there was some sudden, out of the blue, out of left field inquiry. It may have instigated a big upheaval, a big shakeup. King of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It may have been a bad faith request. Like someone wants information so that they can like twist it and use it to convey an erroneous message. I'm getting a lot of vibe of like putting spin in publicity. Like, okay, let's get a picture of them and then put a caption that's misleading. Someone is reaching out, asking for it, whatever the request was. They have ulterior motives in why they're asking for this. And I think you saw that. You noticed that something's off. So there's a request and an offer attached with it, and someone either power hungry or using their charm and charisma to control the situation. And you see what's going on. The crowning position is represented by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So whatever experience you are taking from your interaction with this whole situation, your takeaway is maybe proving to yourself that you've already learned the lesson inherent in this experience and you're able to breeze through it this time. Do you know the vibe of like you're going to be presented with similar energies over and over again until you learn the lesson? What this seems like is you'd already learned this lesson prior to getting involved in what you're dealing with right now. And because of your new perspective, based on past experience, you're navigating this like from an elevated perspective. You're almost like observing all of it happening, even though you're participating. This could have to do with like a get-rich-quick scheme or promises of becoming rich, like MLM marketing. Or we're just talking about you getting closer to the life that you want for yourself because you're applying lessons learned. Do you know another sort of analogy for this Page of Pentacles in reverse vibe? What's the term for when you have a lot of amateur knowledge in something that requires like a certification or a degree, and some of those certifying agencies or institutions that provide the degree, like there's a legal pathway to test out for it. So instead of like going through all of the standard schooling and then testing for the degree, you could just like go sit for the bar exam, and if you pass, then you're a lawyer. And if you, like, you never went to law school. This is a little bit what it feels like here, and I'm getting the Ace of Swords in the upright again. It's like, you don't need this lesson. You already, like, you've amassed all of the knowledge and know-how that's required for this. So it's almost like you're testing out by experiencing this. It's like telling the universe, yeah, okay, she didn't need to go through all of the set of standard lessons to learn this life lesson. In the near future, we've got the Fool in reverse. This is not getting fooled. Sidestepping a scam or a trap. I'm wondering whether this is someone, or it could be affecting someone that you're in a relationship with the King of Cups here at the bottom. I think many of you are having the opportunity to influence others to not get trapped in this or wrapped up in this little scheme of the King of Wands. Your surprise energy is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Something that's all wrapped up in the perfect package ends up being empty. It's Schrodinger's gift. Is there a gift inside or not? Yeah, no, there's a cat in there too. Schrodinger's cat reference. Okay. The decision is in your hands. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. I don't think it comes as a surprise to you, because again, the Queen of Swords is very savvy. She is able to outthink and outsmart most people in the room. If there's trouble afoot, she sniffs it out. So I suspect that this Nine of Cups in reverse is coming as a surprise to other people in your situation. You are probably the one who told everyone that there was a problem with it. Your hopes and fears is represented by strength. Will I have what it takes to make it through this unscathed? And what's the end result? Show me how this story resolves for Libra. Eight of Cups, Death in reverse. You're able to walk away and either put an ending behind you fairly swiftly or avoid a major ending. The need to shed a significant thing in your life because of the exit. You're going to grow wary of your environment or this portion of your life. And you'll decide to not remain there. I don't get a big instinct of where you're headed. I don't think usually. See, what I'm hesitating and trying to suss out energetically and describe to you is usually with the Eight of Cups, the motivating force is a pull toward the new. But in this case, it's more like, sure, everything's fine where you are, but there's like a problematic energy. This guy, all the stuff that we've been talking about, it's like lightning struck this, and maybe you'll be able to come back to it at another time when things have blown over. But for now, you're like, there's trouble afoot. I'm just gonna get out of Dodge, go hang out in somewhere where all of these people involved in this story aren't thinking about me. Okay. I kind of moved the cards around and I'm looking. There's a card in the next position. Judgment? Yeah. Okay. This came out. Yes. Okay. Advice. Remember, this showed itself to us from the bottom of the deck earlier in the reading, that the decision lies in your hands. It's a big decision. It has long-lasting implications. Whether or not to reconnect with something or bring something to life that ought to perhaps remain buried and over and decaying into the past. It's not saying how you should decide. It's just saying the decision is yours, whether or not to engage with it. Let's see if Spirit wants to say anything more about advice of what decision to make. Okay, 6 of Cups. If you have someone involved who has very pure-hearted intentions and is like an innocent participant in this, I think that is urging you to do what you can, that if you're getting out of this troublesome energy, see if you can bring the other people with you who represent this, the 6 of Cups energy. The ones who would be super naive, not knowing any better. At the very, yeah, we're just getting back to the same cards now. That's what Spirit does when they're like, that's enough, Shannon, stop asking us for clarifiers. So you're going to be the savvy one, the one with the insight. You're the one who's going to see the truth of the situation. Make sure that you do what you can to perhaps to restore harmony overall, but I really feel like the story is leading you out of the situation. Like, not your circus, not your monkeys. Let them do their crazy business. You'll just be spending time elsewhere. But if there are other people around who you care about, who are naive, not as savvy as you are, perhaps there's a way that you can tell them what you've decided and why, and it could influence them to exit this risky situation with you. So Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful and you'd like a personal reading, click this link in the description box below and consider becoming a channel member for access to exclusive, members-only readings and live streams.